You don't like MacBooks?
No.
They're way better than. I hate when people make the argument that Android's better than Apple.
Yeah.
Because
no,
it's not.
Yeah, that
No,
one's
It's not even close.
That one's yeah.
This is the Boys Sound Bad podcast, and we are super excited to welcome on one of Nebraska's newest football recruits, Keelan Smith, to the pod. Keelan, welcome on.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Absolutely, we appreciate you coming on. So you gotta tell us, how has life been since you committed to Nebraska?
Man, it's been great just getting all the love and support from all types of fan bases. At the end of I'm very excited to get down there in January. So yeah, just very excited.
What has the support been like from Husker Nation since you committed? Is your phone just blowing up?
I mean, still to this day, I committed last Friday. My phone was still just going crazy on my Twitter and everything. It's love, man, for sure.
Absolutely. That's what Husker Nation's known for. So it's pretty cool to see that. Can you tell us what it was like growing up in Missouri? Was it always football for you growing up? Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, I've been playing football since I was 5 years old. I played football, basketball, ran a little track here and there. Undoubtedly, football is the thing I've been wanting to do since I was 5 years old. Obviously, my father wanted me to play football growing up. So, I've been playing since I was 4.5, maybe, Pop Warner days. And, just had the best support from everybody in the Kansas City area. And, yeah, that's how it was growing up. A lot of competition. Yeah.
So we hear a lot about like Texas high school football, California, Florida. What is high school football really like in Missouri?
One word, underrated. I feel like Kansas City is overlooked by a lot of sorts of every type of person there is, scouts, fans, whatever. Kansas City, St. Louis for sure. I hope we put them on the map these next few years with these recruits. But yeah, it's very overlooked, but it's very competitive. It's very talented. You can see where all types of people go in high school. So I'd say it's very overlooked, 100%.
Did we get another recruit out of KC? Is like Jaden Doss?
Jaden Doss, yeah, that's my guy. So everyone in Kansas, yeah, we all know each other and stuff, and that's my brother for sure. So I'm looking forward to playing with him in the future. But you got players like that all over Kansas City, and they all go places, but it's just very overlooked.
Did you talk to him at all through the recruiting process when you guys were both coming here?
For sure. Back in when I was a sophomore and he had just committed, I was asking him all types of questions. Because I was very eager. I already knew I wanted to go there the whole time. So I was talking in his ear, just asking him questions, asking about coach, like all his experience and stuff like that. And he just gives me advice. Not even. He was trying not to be biased for me, but obviously he wanted me to come with him. So yeah, I looked up to him during this process for sure.
Absolutely. That's awesome. So you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but your dad was obviously a legend at Nebraska and with the Chiefs in the NFL. Did you feel any pressure growing up to play football because your dad was just that guy?
My first years playing football, I'd say a little bit just because of all the videos and all the TVs I watched and hearing from my mom and my family just telling me how good he was. I felt that little pressure, but it didn't take too long. It's just at the end of the day, it's just I don't really look into that stuff, but yeah, no pressure at all.
Love it. That's awesome. Can you take us through your commitment story to Nebraska and how you eventually got to be a Husker?
My first interaction, I talked to Coach Frost from back when I was a sophomore, and he wanted me to come up on a visit. So I came for a visit, and he had told me, he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna offer you I'm really big into like family here, and your dad and all that stuff." He's like, "We love your film." So that was like right then and there. That was my first visit I had ever been on. I already knew. I was like, "Yeah, that's where I want to go." Just because it was just love. It was just love down there for real. And then Coach Mickey became head coach, and he was like, "Yeah, we're offering you." And I had been up there like probably four times my sophomore year, so it was a lot. And obviously I was there for a reason, so I just felt that connection. And then Coach Mickey got fired. I was like, I didn't know if my offer. It was like mid-season, so I didn't know if my offer still stood. And I was like, dang, I was just about to commit like when the season was over. So, But then thankfully, Coach Rule and them gave me a call and they're like, yeah, we're still interested. We want you to come up here. And then came up there my first time with the coaches. He offered me. I was like, yeah, and back on it. And then Keith, one of the recruiters there, he was pushing for me. He's calling me every day. He's like, man, commit. I was like, all right, bet. I was like, like they were at practice. Coach Rule was on FaceTime. He's like, hey, man, we need you here, man. I was like, all right, I'm finna just commit. Watch. Call my mom, talk to my mom. She was like, yo, I talked to my dad, and he was like, yeah, of course. My dad was no brainer. So, I mean, that's what happened. Just been in love ever since.
That's awesome. That's a great story.
Yeah. So with your dad being a former Husker, was there any influence from him with your commitment, or was it pretty much just like do whatever, is the best fit for you?
I mean, he was obviously pushing Nebraska the most, I feel like, but he was giving me advice about a lot of sorts of things, and he was telling me like I'm not being biased. Like I want you to go where he wanted me to go where I can play, where I can get to the league, and he knows. I mean, obviously he knows like connections, he knows people, so he let try to lead me in the right direction. I mean, ultimately it was my decision. When I called him and told him, he was obviously was all aboard with it, and he was happy and like relieved out. That's where I ended up going. So yeah,
Well, you visited Iowa, right?
yeah, I've been to Iowa. Yeah,
Hey, well, you made a good decision coming here.
yeah, I think so too for sure. We got to get after it.
All right, so you've been recruited by 3 coaches, you said, Frost, Mickey, and now Matt Rule. What kind of stood out with Matt Rule to kind of keep you committed to Nebraska, and what made him the coach you want to play for?
Really, just because he's a normal guy. I mean, he's not like a lot of people get intimidated by coaches, but I mean, he's just like that guy that he's just like genuine and 100% real with you, just a casual person. But at the same time, he's getting after. He's a hard worker. He'll get in like, what I'm saying. He'll motivate you to get what you got to get done. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's just a normal person. That's what I like about him. He's just so genuine and real. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we talked to a lot of recruits, and they all say like the exact same thing. So it's
Yeah.
good to hear from everyone. So we just talked about Rule. Aside from Rule, what do you think of the staff that he's putting together? And is there a coach that has stood out to you who's just awesome?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, every one of them is involved and all want the same thing. They want the same goal. I mean, I mean, I love all the staff. Coach McGuire, the receiver coach. I mean, that's why I talk to him all the time. Talk to Coach D on defense. Talk to Keith, Omar. I mean, they just all give me that support. They all check up on me, and they just treat me like family. So I mean, that's what I love the most. I mean, I can name all of them. They're all. I mean, I don't love any like one over the other, but it's just love to the whole staff for sure.
What's it like just talking with Coach McGuire? Because he's so young. What's it like talking to a coach who's so close to you in age?
I mean, the first time I met him, I'm like, is this dude still in high school? I was like, I didn't really know. Honestly, I thought he was like an assistant or something. But he's like, no, I'm the head receiver coach. And I mean, yeah, it was kind of weird just because he's so young. But at the same time, it's like you can relate to him more than a lot of other people. He's still young. What I'm saying? He's eager. He wants to get moved up, in college football. So, I mean, just hearing his aspirations really like motivates you to like want to work hard for him and, just trust him and give you everything.
What was throughout the recruiting process? Did you have like an "I made it" moment, kind of moment you looked back and were like, "Oh, okay, like this is for real"?
All right, so Nebraska was my first offer. It's really like when I got that second offer when I got from Missouri, I was like, yeah, like it was just like looking back on all the work I did, all the time, like all the hours spent into football, just like really felt like I paid off. Because getting offers from SEC and Big Ten is just like a feeling that you dream of since you were so young. So I mean, I was really blessed, and that was kind of the moment I was like look back and it was like, dang, that.
Yeah. So especially with your dad being a Husker, what does it really mean for you to be a Husker now?
I mean, I got a lot of shoe to fill for sure. I mean, I feel like now more than ever, I got that pressure on me because everyone's gonna expect high things from me. So I mean, I just gotta just like relax, just play football. That's all it is. You gotta do what I gotta do. Just be me, and it'll it all it'll all work out for me.
Absolutely, we love to hear that. So who's a recruit that over the recruiting process going to Nebraska that you've gotten to know really well and you think's a pretty cool dude?
Makai Coleman. Oh, Malachi, my bad. Malachi. Uh,
Boy,
who? Jaden Doss, obviously. I honestly like just this week they all hit me up and were texting me. So like I'm actually cool with like all of the guys that's committed in my class. I've been talking to them all week. So I mean, I don't really have just one. I mean, they all family already. So
what's a part of your game that you think you are extremely good at that kind of separates you from other players at your position?
I think I'm just very versatile. I can play offense or defense. I mean, for my team, I obviously just play offense, but I'm going to defense this year. It's just, I mean, I just think I'm versatile, and from a receiver standpoint, I feel like that I like to hit and I like to block. I feel like that separates me. I'm very aggressive, and I go like I go hard, and I just feel like, I mean, yeah, I'm a little bigger than I'm a little taller than most receivers, but I still leave my mark. I can still play whatever I need to.
Absolutely. You said it just now. Are you moving to defense this year? Is that what you said?
Yeah, from my high school, I'm playing both sides.
Playing both sides. Do you know what your, I guess it's really early, obviously, but you know, talking to Rule, what your role is going to be when you come in?
I mean, I talked to him a couple of times. I mean, I'm gonna come in as a receiver, but I mean, my dad's been in coach's ear talking about I'm gonna be a tight end and all that stuff. And I mean, from what I'm hearing, I'm gonna turn into a tight end because I mean, I'm still growing, and they said they can put like 20 pounds on me if I'm gonna go to tight end. And I mean, but at the same time, keep my speed down so that I can play whatever I need to. Just throw me into the offense. Like I said, like I feel like I'm pretty versatile as I am. So being able to move me around. But he said, I mean, it's still up in the air. I just got to see how I grow first.
Absolutely. We'll see what happens. What are you most excited for coming to Nebraska and being a Cornhusker?
Man, I'm just ready to feel that love, just running through the tunnel in the stadium. I just want to, yeah, I'm just ready to grow, just get better every day. Just see what that Big Ten football is about. Just ready to play my passion.
Yeah. What is it what comes to mind for you when you hear that 90,000 people are going to be cheering for you on Saturday? When you close your eyes,
I mean,
90,000 people are going to be watching me.
it's just crazy. Like, I mean, I get goosebumps thinking about it all the time, and just like I know, like my first time, I'm like, dang, it's so surreal. But I mean, at the end of the day, they all there, just hype, motivating you. Like, I mean, that's a big reason why we all play. I mean, you can obviously agree that games are more fun when it's loud out there. So, I mean, it just gives me goosebumps thinking about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So what's one thing that you're really working on coming up to the next level, going from high school to college?
From what I'm hearing from a lot, it's just time management. I mean, not that I'm all over the place, but I mean, I feel like I need to lock in a little bit more this year, just I mean, just like start doing stuff as a man, not needing my mom or dad to help me all the time. So just trying to step up, and I mean, get in that classroom obviously because that's the big one of the. I mean, that's obviously the biggest part of it. You can't play if you don't have a good grades. So I mean, I'm just in there working every day on my grades, staying on top of everything. Trying to work out a lot more, just focus on myself.
That's good. Not a lot of the guys we talk to talk about grades and stuff.
Yeah.
That's good to hear.
Yeah, I got no. I mean, my mom, she like linked to my grades, so she can see everything. So the moment anything bad happens, it's like. So I mean, that's good to have though. But I know when I get to college that I got to do it myself. I can't just do it just because my mom needs to be there to tell me that I got to do it. So.
What's one piece of advice you would give like other high school athletes, younger athletes that want to play college football, like what they should work on or motivation or whatever? What's one piece of advice you'd give those guys?
Just keep going, man. I mean, you put in all that work and you know what you want. Just don't give up on it, even like when times get tough. Because I know there's times in my recruitment that I felt that I mean I was like, what? Like, why am I even doing this? Because they're never gonna see me. Like you just gotta know your self worth and know that you're that talented and you can help a college team and you can go D1. Even if you don't go D1, if you take any opportunities that you get. I mean, this is the game that you love, so keep going. You already put in all this. You put in half your life to this stuff, so it's just like, why are you? Just don't stop. Just keep going. That's all I gotta say to that, and just keep working hard. Just don't. I mean, like I said before, stay on top of your grades. Like all that stuff matters because, I mean, there's just no point to like keep trying and just give up, and then all the stuff that you did just doesn't work out for you.
That's great advice. That fired me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Good. Well, Keelan, this has been awesome. Thank you so much for coming on. I think that's all we got for you, but yeah, we
Cool.
appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me on.
You bet. Go Big
Go
Red,
Big
baby.
Red.
Yes, sir. Go Big Red. Yes, sir.
Yo, love it.
I have the utmost faith.
had faith.
What's the point of not going all in, being a fan? Setting myself up for disappointment.
Exactly.
It's for
You're
my
giving
mental
yourself
health.
false hope.
It's for my mental health.
Yeah.
So what amount of wins?
Because then if I'm like, oh, we're gonna win 3 games and we win 8, I'm like,
I
holy
I have
shit.
zero expectations. I'm still gonna cheer for us every game.
Yeah.
I
Still gonna be a fan.
I
hoping
think
we
I
win.
know we can be good. I'm not expecting it, and if we are, it's just a bonus. I'm still gonna be the biggest Husker fan.
But we're not gonna be good.
Yeah,
is the
just
problem.
wait till it's a week
I'm not gonna
before the
say we're
season
not gonna
starts
be
and-
good. I'm gonna say we can be good. I just need to see it first.
Even Matt Rule's like, I don't know if we're a good team. He's even questioning.
Okay.
That was like a
That
week.
tells you that's a problem.
That was a week into practice.
No, he said after spring game, he goes, I don't know if we're a good team.
Because
Well,
There's
we
no
did
way you
look-
can
We did
know.
look pretty bad.
Yeah,
during
We've
the
never
spring
played
game.
a football game with
exactly.
this team.
Exactly. So you can't know.
We could also be a national championship.
We
team.
could.
We could.
could.
But we're not gonna be.
So why wouldn't you err on the side of being positive?
nope.
what if if you just get all of the good vibes now, at least you spent the summer happy.
True.
You're optimistic,
That's
and then
very
if you
true.
lose every single game,
You're gonna
you're
be sad
obviously
either way.
You're disappointed.
You're gonna be
It
disappointed
hurts even
either
more.
way.
Trust
No,
me. I've
Yeah, it
spent my
does.
whole life
It
doing
does.
that. It's not worth it. I'm just trying to save my mental health a little bit.
I'm going
But-
all in. I was all in the moment spring started. I think I was all in before that.
I'm all in as a fan. I have not lost any passion for the Huskers. I just am being more smart this year. And I'm happy with where I'm at.
Throw
mentally.
caution to the wind.
There's just no need to be cautious.
There
I
is.
understand.
There
There's
is
no,
with the
There's
Huskers.
no need to be.
There
if you're
is
not
with the
putting-
Huskers.
With the Huskers, there is.
No, there's no need to be.
There
If you're
is.
not putting any financial liabilities on the season,
I probably will.
Well, but that's the thing. It's not
Well,
going to
yeah.
happen. We all will. Well, I'll
Yeah.
take the stupid over, and it'll go under for the 5th straight year in a row.
schedule's so easy. How can we not go over? That's what I said last year. We got 3 wins.
That was true. But it's a new team. New
I was
coach.
also a coach that didn't try.
Remember how electric that first drive was last year? Everyone was saying national title.
yeah.
I
And then
said
we
national
onside
title.
kick it and we lose.
That's because Scott Frost is an idiot.
And then we lose to freaking Georgia Southern. And
That
then
was
we
bad.
lose
That
another
was bad.
8 games and we're 3-10.
That was not even close to the same
Couldn't-
team.
No,
Brand
It's
new
the same
quarterback,
dudes.
brand new coach.
It's the same dudes on the team.
No, it's not.
it's not.
We have a brand new quarterback.
Yeah, and
We
he's
have
going
same
to
running
tear his
back?
ACL and we're going to have nobody.
Tell me who got better on the offensive line.
Nobody.
0.
Ben Scott.
He sucks.
Ben Hart got better.
Ben Hart's
Holding.
hurt.
He played part of the spring game, didn't
Part
he?
of the spring game.
Then he got hurt. He'll be fine.
Proshka's hurt.
He was
Corcoran
hurt like
sucks.
all of last year. wasn't
Piper
he?
sucks.
Oh, but Chris, we have a new strength coach and a new strength program.
Yeah, we do.
That doesn't mean we're still. It's not just
Exactly.
going to magically change everything.
What
We
if the
lost guys on the
defensive line
D-line.
is good?
Who's
Not-
better on the defensive line?
I don't know.
Garrett Nelson sucked, and he was our best defensive lineman. And he's gone.
Good. If he sucks, we don't need him.
He did suck, but he was our best guy. That tells you how bad
What
we
about
were.
Chief Borders?
Haven't seen him play. So
He
I
could
don't
be
know.
good. I just need to see it. Need to
There's
see
just it's good to be
I
down
am-
here so we can
No,
be
I
really
don't agree with
it.
surprised.
I'm
that in
so scared of
sports.
Minnesota.
We're gonna
I'm
lose to
so
Minnesota.
scared.
It's a road game. Huskers.
I'm not
suck
going
on
to say
the
we're
road.
going to lose. Like, that's for sure thing.
Okay, if you say
think
we're
there's a
going to lose on the
chance.
road, then you should take the under.
I should, but I'm not gonna because I don't want to cheer against the Huskers.
Yeah.
So you got to take the over.
But you're cheering against it mentally now.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just
Yes.
saying
You're
what
in
I
the
think is
negative
gonna
Yes.
happen.
mindset.
Yes.
I'm not cheering against it. I'm just saying I think that's gonna happen. I think we're gonna lose to Minnesota.
Yeah.
They're just
clip that.
better. Yeah, clip that and we'll play it
Yeah,
back
we will.
August 31st.
I think
Yep.
we're going to lose to Minnesota. I don't want us to, but
yeah,
just
I don't
think
want
it's
us
gonna
to. I'll
happen.
cheer for the Huskers. I hope we win,
I hope I'm wrong.
but I'm being realistic.
I think there's nothing wrong with that.
I think the
thank
first
you.
loss is to Michigan.
Are you drunk already?
No. Minnesota. There's no reason we should be so scared of Minnesota. They're not Georgia.
No, they're not, but
We're
it's
not
on the
Georgia.
road.
Everyone
We're
plays
Nebraska.
road games.
Look at Nebraska's tradition on the road. It's horrible.
Look at a new coach.
You hate PJ Fleck.
I
PJ
like
Fleck is-
PJ
Oh no,
Fleck.
you're the one who likes.
I
him.
like PJ Fleck. I think he's a good coach.
Who did you get in a fight with that one time?
David.
Oh, yeah,
Lay.
David.
Yeah.
He said, "Do you want to take PJ Fleck or Scott
Yeah.
Frost?" And I took PJ Fleck.
Yeah.
yeah, that was smart.
They got
Looking back,
heated.
that was a good take. One of your.
I don't
few
think
good
he's
takes.
that great of a coach.
Players
He's
want to play for
okay.
him.
He's a
Why
I mean,
wouldn't
he acts dumb.
Why wouldn't he get a bigger job? You think
What
Minnesota?
bigger jobs are you going to get though? I mean, he's doing
If he was a good coach, he'd get
well, but he's doing fine in Minnesota. Why wouldn't you just stay there for?
because it's
Do you
Minnesota.
want to do
Comfortability.
fine for your whole career?
I mean, he's got job
I'd take
security.
that.
You'd take fine for your whole career?
Yeah.
Have no chance to
you
win an
take-
national
He's
championship?
won like 8 games every year in Minnesota.
Cool.
except for
8
maybe-
games. Remember when Bo won 9 games every year and got fired?
and
That was
people
great.
and we fired him, and now we've sucked ever since.
Mhm.
Horrible decision.
But
Yeah.
you're not striving for 8 wins a year.
I would
I
take
guarantee
8
if
wins.
you ask PJ Fleck, he's not happy with the past 5 years.
Well, there's the one year they were like 10 wins, I think, because they
Still.
started the season like 9-0, and then went like 1-4 or whatever.
Yeah, so there's no way he's happy about that.
In Minnesota, I bet he is,
Then he's not a good coach.
because Minnesota, you're not going to expect things in Minnesota. You're just not.
Then why would you even coach there?
Then why take the job? Why wouldn't you leave then? If you're such a good coach, why not leave and go somewhere better?
Because he has job security and he's making a lot of money.
Okay, so it's just about money.
Well, when you have job security and they're not going to fire you, that's pretty good. Or you could go to an SEC team and be done in 2 years and no one ever hires you again. I'll
Why
take the
wasn't he-
15-long-year career.
If he was so good, why wasn't he rumored with like Auburn? That's a step up.
Maybe he was. He just
Maybe he
didn't-
was. I mean, yeah.
Said he was comfortable with Minnesota.
I don't want
His family's in Minnesota.
Doesn't want his kids to be moving around.
Yeah,
I don't know if he has kids. Probably.
he probably does.
I don't want a coach who's comfortable. I want to have a coach who we have to fight to keep here.
I miss Bo.
Yes, I miss Bo.
Yeah. Because
I
you know that Bo wasn't happy with the 9-win seasons.
What?
No, he was not.
No, I don't. Bo
I
was,
bet he was.
Well,
9
we should have
wins
beat
is
Texas.
When we
9
got,
wins for
when we got destroyed in the Big Ten championship.
But
every
9
year.
wins a year for like 6 straight years is really good in college football. Like, look at the teams that have done that throughout history. There's not that many that can do it consistently. Like,
Yeah,
that's
but-
really good sustained success. It is. Like,
The ceiling was there too. If we had beat Texas that one year, that's a
Yeah.
heck of a
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Which we should have.
Yeah.
So they probably look at that season as a disappointment. Because we do.
Oh,
I don't consider it a disappointment. It's a good season. We made it to the Big 12 tournament, or not tournament, championship, and we got screwed. But it was still a good season. It wasn't a failure.
I don't want a coach who's comfortable.
I just want to make a bowl game. That's 6 wins, and
Yeah.
I would be happy.
Yeah,
And
that
that's
would
where
be
we're
really,
at right
a
now.
really good season for Nebraska.
That's
All
where
right.
we're at.
All right.
You don't
You
think
think
6 and
6
6 would be a good season?
I
6
think
and
it'd
6
be-
would be a good season.
I think people would be happy about it. I don't think it would be like
I'm
with
not.
our, with our
so
schedules.
if
Six
you
losses.
if I told you right now 6 and 6, you'd say that's a bad season.
It's a okay season.
I'd say it's pretty average.
it's an it's an average.
I think-
I'm not
I mean,
happy
what?
with.
But
Six.
are we,
I would
are we
be
striving
happy
for
with
6
6
and-
wins.
What does Vegas have? Is that 5.5?
I think
So,
it's
like
6, right on 6.
So that'd be as expected.
Yeah,
So-
I would be happy with that.
I would
season.
take it.
Okay,
In
pull
his
up the
first
schedule.
year.
I just want to see like which games we'd have to lose. Like who would we be losing to?
Wow.
Minnesota, Michigan, Wisconsin for sure.
Well, the first game's Minnesota.
Okay.
Loss. At Colorado.
If-
Should beat them,
Yeah.
but you never know.
I'm sure Vegas has that as a win.
I think they do. Northern Illinois,
Win.
Win.
Louisiana Tech.
Win.
Win.
So you're 3-1. Let's just go 3-1.
That's
Michigan.
safe.
That's probably safe.
Michigan. 3
Okay.
Let's
three
do it. What we think Vegas has. That.
So
That's a
Michigan's
loss.
a loss.
3-2 at Illinois. 3-3.
I
Probably-
bet that's
probably
pretty
a
even.
It'll probably be close, but probably a loss.
Probably a loss.
Northwestern.
Win.
4-3.
That's a win.
Purdue.
Where's it
At Purdue.
Here.
Oh, it's here.
Win.
They probably
we'll
have
probably be
Probably a
favored.
win.
5-3.
At Michigan State.
Loss.
Probably lost.
5-4. Maryland. Maryland's
Win.
not going to be a pushover.
No, I think
Win.
that's
'Cause
a win though.
But at home,
It's
Win.
here, but
I think that's a win.
Tua Junior's gonna be good.
Win.
Tua's brother's back. At Wisconsin.
Loss.
Probably a loss.
So that's 6-5, and then Iowa to finish would get you 7-5 or 6-6.
Yeah, that's
And that's giving them every 50-50 game.
Well, what were the 50-50 games?
Purdue.
Purdue, Maryland, and Iowa.
and
So they
maybe
can't
Illinois.
slip up one
Is
of those.
Illinois a 50-50 game?
We counted Illinois as a loss. So
Yeah.
no.
At Illinois,
I don't know.
maybe it's 50-50.
I look at that schedule as pretty easy.
I mean,
It's
Yeah, it's
very
I don't
easy,
ag-
but
I
we're
don't
also not a
disagree,
good team. So,
But we're not. We haven't proven that we're good.
a team sees Nebraska on their schedule and they're not like, "Oh my gosh, we're screwed."
Yeah, they're not scared. Of
Do you think
Nebraska.
They're
when
not scared.
other teams see Nebraska on a schedule that they're at Nebraska, they're worried?
Maybe
No.
at.
At
Depends on what
Nebraska.
team.
They're like, shoot, we have to go to Nebraska this year.
Michigan,
And
no.
like other fans, like fans of Michigan right now, when
No.
they're like, oh, we're going to Nebraska.
No.
You think
They're
they're like
fine.
that could be touchy?
No.
We almost beat them 2 years ago at home.
Probably
Should have
depends.
if Adrian didn't fumble.
Probably depends on what their first 3 games are. If they're all cakewalks, which I'm sure they are, then they're probably not. But if they're, I don't know. I just think it's.
I mean, it's a schedule where they could win a lot of games. But Nebraska traditionally in football the last couple of years has slipped up on easy games.
But that's with the
Fair.
coach that doesn't know what he's doing. Scott Frost was a bad hire.
Not at the time.
Not
Yeah,
at
Not
the
at
time.
the time.
He was
He turned
He
out to
was-
be one.
underqualified for Nebraska.
He's got a similar history as Matt Rule. Turned around a horrible program and went really good.
Yeah.
That's what Rule
Matt-
does.
Rule's done it twice now. Frost did it once in a bad conference. And he was an offensive coordinator at Oregon.
I know, but just going back to the time when we hired Frost,
I hated it.
most people were like, "This is the best hire." Kirk
Yeah.
Herbstreit said, "This is the best hire they possibly could have got."
Yeah.
It was a
A
home
bunch
run.
of analysts.
It was a home run.
It was the right hire at the time.
Just didn't work out.
He wasn't the guy we thought he was.
He liked golfing too much.
Hey, I do too.
He liked drinking too much.
Well,
and
that too.
cheating on his wife.
Okay. Let's move on.
Yeah.
It was a good discussion, though.
Yeah.
It's good to know where we all stand.
I'm frustrated. Is where I stand.
Let's move into the down bads. We have a lot of down bads this week. We discussed a little bit. Chris, would you like to start us?
Yeah, I can start. I'm going to go with Iowa athletics. So if you haven't heard, what's it up to? 36 student athletes now? It spans from football, men's basketball, wrestling, track, and I think one other, maybe golf or something. But they violated the NCAA gambling rules, gambling on their games or Big Ten games or whatever. So they're in a lot of trouble.
Do we know I haven't read into it a ton. Do we know in-depth details players? I'm assuming were betting on games.
Yeah, I think so. And 2 of the best baseball players on the team decided to sit out a game. Hour before the
geez.
game, they went to the coach I don't feel great, and they just sat and they got killed.
And there's probably.
So I don't. That's not a great look.
No.
I have a question. And I don't know if we have the answer. I'm assuming college athletes can't bet at all.
No,
No.
Okay.
no.
Because that's what I was going to ask is, can you bet on, NFL games?
Technically, in their season, they're not supposed to be in a casino even.
If it's outside their season,
If
they
it's
can.
outside their season, I believe they can. They can be in the casino. They can't bet, but they could play a table game or something.
Oh.
But they can't.
That's what I wasn't. I figured you can't bet on
Yeah.
college. But,
Yeah.
I don't think you can bet at all.
I don't think they can bet at all. I think you have to be out of college if you're a student athlete. But yeah,
It's a tough look.
it's a tough look for Iowa. I mean, I love it
Yeah,
because
I
it's
do too.
Iowa, but
Yeah.
that's tough.
yeah.
I mean, it could. I feel like it could happen to anyone. If you did a deep dive into any program,
I
you
feel
could
like-
find
yeah.
somebody who bets on sports.
Yeah, if
Oh,
you looked
yeah,
at every
100%.
college athletic program,
Yeah.
there's student athletes everywhere. I'm sure
Yeah.
that do it. But
I think it's different if you bet on like NFL, like that shouldn't be a problem at all. But it's one thing if you're betting like on games in your conference or games you can directly affect
yeah, your own games.
and have like inside knowledge on.
Yeah.
yeah,
That's when it should be a problem. Any other sport, like I shouldn't matter at all. But
yeah,
it's like Calvin Ridley getting suspended. Like he didn't bet on any games he played in.
yeah.
Pete Rose never bet on any games he played in. Like it shouldn't be a problem, but
Especially now when sports wagering is like,
It's legal.
Huge.
In
it's the
Iowa.
most popular
Mhm.
it's ever been.
I mean, and it's only going to grow even more.
And it's so easy to. You can just do it from your phone now. Like back in the day, you'd have to go into
yeah,
a casino to do it.
yeah. But now it's just more accessible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Even on broadcasts, like you watch football
Yeah.
games or you
Talk
watch
about the
NBA
spread.
games, they talk about it all the time.
Yeah, and XFL, they have the spreads
On their
the
scoreboard.
on the score,
yeah,
like the live spreads.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you think maybe in the future it'll get more loose? Like they'll let.
Oh, I think it
student
already
ath-
is.
I don't know about the NCAA.
I don't think the NCAA would.
Probably not the
Yeah.
NCAA.
Yeah.
But the NFL might.
I think because they can,
Well, the
'Cause, like-
NFL's already in hot water anyway.
like
Yeah.
Lions players were betting.
Yeah,
got
they
in
got
trouble
suspended.
because It was at the facility,
Yeah, they were betting inside their facility.
Mm.
which I read it as they can bet if they're not at the facility. Because weren't they betting on like college football?
I think so.
So like
I have no idea.
But Calvin Ridley got in trouble.
He was betting on NFL games, wasn't he?
NFL.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so.
He was betting on other
Oh.
NFL games.
Yeah.
Oh, I did
Just
not
not
know
ones
that.
he was playing in.
Yeah.
Oh. Didn't know that.
So yeah,
But- They're down bad.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
Trev?
Yeah, my down bad is Bob Huggins. Got in some hot water on a radio show yesterday. Cancel culture's coming at him, as they should.
Mm-hmm.
This one's justified.
Had
Yep.
some derogatory slurs that I will not repeat
Good.
upon further review.
Said him twice, by the
Said
way.
it twice
Yeah.
and didn't really like. He said it once, didn't really think of anything of it. The guys on the radio show kind of were like, you could tell they noticed it and were like, gave out an awkward laugh, and then he said it again.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think
Do we have a statement from?
yeah, he
Huggins?
released a statement.
He's like, I'll do better, or I need to be better, I'll do better.
He said
all
like
that.
I
Okay.
teach my players to be held accountable for their
Yeah.
actions, and I will do the same.
That's good.
But dude, you said it and you didn't even like think twice about
Yeah,
it.
that
The
was
problem-
shocking. That he said it multiple times and didn't.
yeah.
It didn't
Yeah.
register in
The
his head.
problem is you say it once, you shouldn't say it because
yeah.
it's clearly how he thinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It slips out once, you're like, shit, that I shouldn't have said that,
Yeah.
and then you double down.
Then you say
clearly
it
you
again.
don't care
Not
because
a
he
good
was
one.
on a West Virginia radio show, I believe.
Yeah. So
I think it
think
was
so.
in Cincinnati actually.
I
Oh,
think it
was
was
it?
because he was talking about Xavier and Cincinnati
Cincinnati.
rivalry. Because
Yeah, it was a
coach at
Cincinnati
Xavier.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cincinnati radio show.
Yep.
But
Still bad.
I'm
This-
all for like if you say it once and you can tell it's an accident, you shouldn't be like it happens, it slipped, but that one was
That was not
not
good.
not really an accident.
Bad.
I'm sure West Virginia will try to cover it up because this is the best team they've had in a long time.
True.
So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. But
The second time is where I could see him. You might have to fire him.
yeah,
I don't know if they'll fire him.
I don't think
He's
will.
been the coach
but
there for
probably
so
should.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
He's down bad.
never mind. Go ahead.
Peters.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go with Fox News. Tucker Carlson is back on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing 3 million views for Fox News. Haven't really been tuning in since he left. I'm sure he'll pop off on Twitter. So he lost, unless he should be off TV.
Yeah. Unless he did something bad,
Yeah.
which we don't know yet.
Yeah.
But
So-
he said he's gonna do like a Twitter show.
Yeah, which
So I don't
I'm
know what
very
that'll
interested
be.
to see how
So like
that.
he'll go live on Twitter
Yeah.
basically and do his own thing.
But I would assume it's not like. That's what I'm more interested in, to see how Twitter brings like live, because they have like Twitter Spaces, but that's just like audio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're not gonna have Tucker Carlson doing a Twitter Space.
No.
That just doesn't bring in money.
True.
So I'm very interested to see how they bring in like I don't know if it'll be like a live. I don't know. I'm very interested.
Something like that.
He's got a huge following. Though.
Yeah, it's
like,
insane.
a ton of people like just stopped watching Fox News because of him.
Mm-hmm.
They gave him the Bud Light treatment, is what they said they were gonna do. I saw a bunch of comments saying like they're gonna do that. So
Yeah,
don't
it'll
know.
be interesting to
tough
see what happens.
business decision from Fox News, unless
Unless
bad.
it was
Unless he,
bad.
yeah.
But I don't think
we still don't know.
I don't think Twitter would get into bed with Tucker if it was bad.
Yeah,
True.
that's true.
Never know with Elon though. Elon is
he's an
Elon
interesting
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't seem to care.
one. No.
Yeah, I mean, it'd have to be pretty. I mean, it has to be really like if it is really bad, like there's reason Fox had to pull the plug, but also maybe he just didn't line up with what they wanted to be.
Maybe.
Anymore. I don't know. So maybe Fox News is down bad. Maybe Tucker's down bad.
We don't know.
But-
Good one.
Yeah.
My down bad is our king Hasbullah.
Hmm.
Him and the boys got arrested for some pretty reckless driving. So we should not be doing that, Hasbullah and the boys. But they have the mugshot of them is hilarious. Just
Just a
squatted up,
squad.
and they're just, you can tell they're pretty sad, and it's a funny picture. But I don't know if I'm assuming he
I
got
think
bailed
he's on
out.
house arrest
Yeah,
now,
he's
right?
out on
House arrest.
Yeah.
So, if you're just in the car, can you get in trouble for reckless driving? 'Cause I don't think he wasn't driving.
No, he wasn't driving.
Where were they? Were they in America?
Dagestan.
Oh,
Where he's from.
so it's probably different rules.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
probably
in
Yeah.
America, I
laws.
think you're fine.
Only the driver probably.
I think the driver's liable.
I don't know. It's a good question, but
Free as
imagine being the cop that arrested Hasbullah.
Told you he's probably public enemy number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
tough
wonder if he's as big where he's from as he is like with an American audience.
I feel like not.
I would
doubt
say
it.
probably not because there's probably people just like him.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
Be
We-
interesting to see.
Do we have any honorable mentions?
I have an honorable down bad
Yep.
to our buddy Jackson Mahomes.
Yeah.
The news came out shortly after we recorded last week, so we didn't get to talk about it last week. But buddy Jackson got what he get charged for sexual assault.
Was
Was
it with
it
that
assault
girl
or-
in the
Yeah.
Girl in the
the
nightclub.
shop or it was a
Restaurant.
He was
nightclub?
kind of like
Yeah.
forcing her upon him. and
Yeah, she
you
was
could
like
tell she
saying
was-
no and like
Not
Yeah.
good.
pushing him away, and he just
She waited until now to press charges, I guess. But
Yeah.
is it for sure sexual assault? Do we know?
That's what I saw.
I thought
think
yeah.
so.
I originally saw battery, and then it might have gotten
Yeah.
upgraded to assault.
Yep, Jackson's down bad. We can't be doing that.
No,
We
No.
do.
can't. It was bad.
We do not support sexual assault. We don't support
No.
violence.
No.
We're anti.
Don't support racism.
Nope.
Ben Mintz, honorable mention.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought I had one more. I don't think so.
I don't know. A lot of people. Cancel culture's
Yeah,
full swing.
They're kicking in.
There's a lot of
kicking in
things
Be
in the news
careful
this
out there.
week.
We gotta be careful.
Yeah, we do. All right. Let's move into the BDB3, week 2. The topic this week is going to be movies or TV shows that you would want to live in or be a part of. So, Chris, do you have yours?
You guys go first.
Okay. Trevin, do you want to
Go ahead. Somebody.
Jordan?
I can start.
Okay.
So my number 3 for TV/movies I'd want to be in. This one's kind of a weird one, but Good Will Hunting. I feel like the boys
Oh.
just have a good time. It's not the best life that they're living, but if you're Will Hunting, you're super smart, and you're kind of just the guy.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Second one, Friday Night Lights. I think the
That was
vibes
one
in
of
Friday
mine.
Night Lights would just be incredible. Then my number 1 is Yellowstone.
Ooh.
I
That's a
think
good one. I didn't think about that.
I don't know if I'm cut
Yeah.
out for that life, but I think if you are, like if I just get thrown into oh my gosh, what is the name of
Dutton.
the yeah.
Dutton.
Dutton
If I just
Ranch.
get thrown into being a Dutton,
I've seen like 3 episodes. That was pretty good by me.
That was a great poll.
Yeah, I could not
I
think of
wouldn't-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could just throw me in as a Dutton, I think I'd be able to make it. So,
Sure.
be a pretty fun life.
It's a good list.
Yeah.
Interesting. I can go. I went a little different route. I kind of thought more like cool places to live, or like, I don't know. Should I go 3, 2, 1?
Yeah,
Does
I'll
it
do
matter?
3, 2, 1.
All right. Number 3 is a little. This one's kind of out there, but I went Zoe 101.
Oh.
Just because as a kid, I thought their campus, I think it's Pepperdine, right?
Yeah.
I thought the campus was so cool, and like that'd be such a cool place
A lot of good
to go to
vibes over
college.
there.
Just
Yeah.
good vibes
Chill
all
vibes.
around.
Chill vibes.
Chill vibes at Zoe 101. Number 2, I'm going fairly
Deep cut there.
fairly odd parents.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
I'd love to have Timmy's life. I think I could do a better job than Timmy.
Mm.
He
Okay.
fumbled the bag a lot. You got 2 fairies to give him anything you want, and
He
he
did fumble the
didn't do the best with it. But
Gotta
pretty-
just ask for unlimited money.
yeah,
do
oh, yeah.
something better than what he
Be
did.
pretty sick to have Cosmo and
It's
Wanda.
really good. Yeah.
I'd love to just hang out with Cosmo in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For him to grant me wishes.
Yep.
And then number 1, I'm gonna go Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory. I mean, if you could just live in Willy
Live in a
Wonka's
chocolate
chocolate factory.
What
else do you need?
Creeps me out.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. The Oompa Loompas might. You could.
I think the Oompa Loompas are chill. I think
Yeah.
everything else just kind of. You never know where Mr. Willy Wonka is.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a little creepy.
Yeah.
He
I
invited
like
a
it.
bunch
Though.
of
I like it.
kids to his chocolate
I
factory.
think it'd be cool.
A little weird.
Yeah, it's a good list.
It would be
Still,
cool.
as a kid, you want to live in a chocolate factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
That's
With
a
all
good
that
list.
candy
Thank you.
and
It's a unique list.
yeah.
Yeah. I want a little different.
Chris, you or me?
I can go.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm gonna say SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Just living under the sea with SpongeBob, Patrick. It's a good group of just to live under the sea. I think it'd be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Get
Oh,
a
yeah.
Krabby Patty
Yeah,
every once in a
yeah,
while.
absolutely.
I
Krabby
thought about
Patty
that.
That would be good.
Yeah. Number 2, I'm gonna go Outer Banks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought about
Searching
that
for
one.
treasure. They're kind of a good group too. I think I'd be a Pogue. Not a.
I'd like to hang
You're
out with
cut
Sarah
out for
Cameron.
Pogue. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could hang out with her.
I think
Sarah
I've watched
Cameron?
one episode.
Yeah.
I saw the first season and then that's it.
You gotta
But
get on
yeah,
that. It's a good.
Yeah.
It's a good series.
Yeah. It's a good one.
And then my number 1, Impractical Jokers.
Mm.
Oh.
I think that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
I watch a lot. It's funny. Have a group of guys that just don't care about anything and just make people laugh.
Are they making episodes now without Joe?
Yeah.
'Cause Joe
so they've
left,
made
right?
they've made like a whole new season without Joe because his wife made him quit.
Tough.
So
Dang.
yeah.
Joe was the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was the
he
best.
never lost.
No,
I
he
feel
wasn't
like,
scared of anything.
No.
but
That's a great
I'd-
list.
yeah.
I like that. My number 3, I'm gonna go with Friends. Just living in that apartment with everyone, be a good time. Always something weird going on. Number 2, I'm gonna go Harry Potter. Going to Hogwarts, that'd be pretty
Yeah.
sick, I think. Being a wizard. And number 1, I'm gonna go Star Wars.
Yeah.
So that would be awesome. Be a Jedi.
2 things I never watched.
Harry Potter and Star Wars.
I've never seen Star Wars.
I've never seen Harry Potter.
Haven't seen either.
All in on Star Wars.
I've seen
Crazy.
one movie of Harry Potter. Is there only one? There's probably a ton,
No.
right? Because there's a ton of books.
That's bad.
I
What?
didn't know.
There's
There's
Because there's a lot of Harry Potter books, right?
there's
Yeah.
6.
So there's 6
There's
movies.
6 movies?
There might be more actually.
yeah.
I
More?
think there's 8.
I've only seen
I
one.
figured there were as many as there were books.
Is there 8 books? Because there's one that's
Don't
like, they
ask
had
me.
one that was like part 1 and part 2.
Those books are too long for me to read.
Yeah.
You thought Harry Potter was one movie?
I've seen one movie. I didn't
No,
know
you
if there were
said-
more.
Could have fooled me.
Yes.
There's more.
There's a lot
Okay.
more. Yes.
I've never seen Star Wars, so
How have you? That's
Yeah,
crazy
that's-
that people still haven't seen Star
I
Wars.
know.
You haven't seen Star Wars?
No, I feel like I'm too late.
Jeez.
Grow up.
yeah, I'm.
No,
too-
you're not too
It's
late.
still a good watch. I was late to the party and I loved it.
Yeah.
But how much? How
When-
long? How many movies are there?
Well, now
Well,
there's a lot.
now there's
of-
like 9.
How many
Exactly.
do I need
Yeah.
to watch?
It's just like Avengers and all those Marvel movies. Like
The
I've
original
never-
six.
Probably
Because they did
They
three.
added
In,
the three
they did
more.
3 in the 70s, 3 in the 90s. If you just watch those 6, you'd get a really good feel. Of
How many?
Yeah.
How long are they?
They're long.
a couple
I've heard.
hours.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like a movie. 2 hours.
There's one you could skip. The one sucks.
Yeah.
So you're
But you
saying
gotta-
at
you
least
still have to
12
You gotta
know
know
the
what goes
story.
on though.
12 hours. I'll
It's
just-
actually crazy that you guys haven't seen Star Wars. And I'm not a
Yeah.
movie guy.
Yeah.
I'm not either.
I feel like I might have caught like one at like somebody's house one night.
Because we were watching them all in high school again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I probably saw like one, but it was probably like in the middle, and I was like, I don't know what's going on.
That's psycho.
I'd rewatch them.
yeah,
I'd love to rewatch them.
absolutely.
Maybe we'll have to have a Boys Down Bad Star Wars watch party. or
Watch
something.
party. It'd be kind of fun. All right, good list. Those were good.
Yeah.
Any honorable mentions? I thought for sure you were
Um,
gonna say Ted Lasso.
See, I did Ted Lasso the last time. I didn't
Yeah.
want to repeat, but Ted Lasso would be great.
I thought about Happy Gilmore.
I thought about Happy Gilmore. That'd be a good one.
You guys more went like characters. I went more like things you could
Places.
do or places.
yeah.
Like
I thought about
scenic.
like The Incredibles might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Shrek.
Oh yeah,
I thought maybe
Incredibles would be
Cars.
awesome.
I thought about
Cars.
Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah, Jimmy
thought about
Neutron's
Jimmy.
solid.
Yeah, why didn't we do any like superheroes like Spider-Man?
I was thinking Avengers.
That'd be sick.
Avengers
Yeah.
was up there. Spider-Man would be awesome.
I've never seen.
We might have missed a
You've
lot.
never seen Spider-Man?
You haven't seen
never
Spider-Man?
Dude.
Any of them?
I don't think so.
Oh,
I didn't get into like the superhero movies really.
Spider-Man.
Have you seen Batman? Batman's better than Spider-Man.
I've seen like The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do like that movie.
Yeah.
have you
One
seen
of
The
my
Avengers?
Wolf of Wall Street. That might be an honorable mention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great
Vibes.
Gatsby.
Yeah.
Great Gatsby. Titanic.
Yeah, we didn't.
Not Titanic.
Avatar would
No,
be a
because
good
all the
one.
guys die in Titanic. The guy
Yeah.
dies.
Avatar.
I wouldn't.
If you're like putting me into a TV show like Full Swing, I thought,
I thought about Full Swing too.
because then I'd be a professional golfer.
True.
Yeah.
You can take it a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
It's
Like
pretty good.
The Godfather.
I think we're missing a ton.
Oh, I'm sure. Let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, for you guys, is there a romantic movie you would?
Jesus.
Well, I'm just saying.
Like
we're
The
missing
Notebook.
some- like-
Probably Crazy Stupid Love. I like that one.
What's that?
It's the one with Steve Carell and Gosling.
That's a
Have you
good
seen
one.
Sweet Home Alabama?
No.
That's one. That's really
Brokeback
nice.
Mountain.
Yeah. If Engineer Jackson can come on with me.
Yeah.
I thought about like The Office, but then it's like,
I thought about The Office too, but it's like
You don't
that
want to
would
live
be
in
boring.
Scranton.
yeah. And it's also you're just like working a 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You already do that now. If I can just go hang out on a ranch, there's a golf course there. It's in one of the episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know. I'm sure we missed some.
Good list. What do we got? Roulette?
I was going to give a shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out to our friend Scott
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out Scott.
Scott.
getting married.
Tying the knot. Good for him. Be a good time.
What?
You don't like MacBooks?
No.
They're way better than. I hate when people make the argument that Android's better than Apple.
Yeah.
'Cause
no.
it's not.
Yeah, that
No,
one's
it's
It's
not.
not even close.
That one's, yeah.
It's crazy.
PC. I've always been PC. I'm just not used to MacBooks.
Yeah.
That's probably
It's
why.
Macs are good when you have other Apple products because they all
Yeah.
work really
That's
well.
true.
together.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
I gotta make some money. What are we up to? I could really use this.
45
Got a
Or is it
wedding to
40
pay
more?
for.
more.
I think we're
Yeah,
Yeah,
close
because
to
we've done
50.
two.
We
the
doubled
past-
up the
yeah,
last
we
2
keep
weeks.
Doubling up.
5,
again.
10, 15, 20, 25.
Yeah, I heard
30,
you guys
35,
doubled
40,
up.
I think we
50.
50?
So this is worth 50.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
This
It's a $150 payday.
could
for
help.
someone. Could help pay for
help with
Trevin's
the
wedding.
and the kid or
That kid already got
the
paid.
date.
Could.
Date.
All right.
Focus.
Yeah, focus.
I'll take 24. I guess.
12's really jumping out to me. I love 12.
Yes. I'm gonna do 30.
Any reason?
No, it's a gross number, but I think it's gonna hit.
I'm doing 7.
Imagine if you win with 30.
Don't know why.
I
you
wouldn't
even
even.
happy?
I wouldn't even feel good about it.
All right.
Go full screen.
Come on.
Come on, 12.
Come on, 30. Come on.
Here
All
we
right,
go.
Here we go.
Come on.
Where's 30? I didn't
7?
see it.
Nope. It's
20.
36.
Oh,
The biggest number on the
36.
board.
Of course.
7's
We
not
going
even
again?
close.
Again.
It's the other opposite
Yeah.
side of the board.
So 55?
Yeah.
We're
What was
doubling?
it?
Yeah, we're
Oh,
going again.
32?
Gosh.
Wait,
It was 36.
36.
Okay.
What if we did?
Are we doing the same number? What?
Yeah, I love 12.
Yeah, same numbers.
What
Same numbers?
What if
30.
we spun again after this but didn't increase?
Just kept it at 50.
So we're doing 3 spins tonight?
Wait, so what did you?
Yeah, let's do 50. Let's cap it at 50.
Okay.
For this week.
30.
For this week, we're capping it at 50.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do one or
How
two
many
more
spins are we doing? We're just gonna keep
Who knows?
spinning.
Who knows?
Well, I'll win this one and we won't have to. Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
Oh, gosh, we're
So-
going.
come on,
12.
30.
Is this for 50?
50.
Yeah.
7.
3.
3.
Oh. Red 3.
So close to the 12.
We going again?
So close to the 7. It's closer to 12 though.
I'll go one more.
Sure. Whatever.
Yeah, wait. I might want to switch my number.
Do we just want to cap it at 50?
Yeah, let's just cap it at 50, I
Okay.
think.
For the whole thing.
Yeah. Or do Oh!
Forgot you guys are
What are
poor.
we, pussies?
Okay. Forgot we're making millions off the pod.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Are you guys changing numbers?
No, I'll stick with 12 because if I switched, 12 would hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
would
gonna
hate
stick
myself
with
if I
24.
switched.
Last one of the night.
Last
30.
one.
Yeah, last one. Gentleman's agreement.
Still at 50 though.
Still at $50.
Watching 12.
Come on, 30. I don't even know where 30. Oh, okay, I see it.
Oh, it's not gonna be 7.
Oh,
Damn
it's
it.
17.
17.
No one was anywhere close.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a bad spin.
Oof.
I really wanted. I want to guess 17 so bad to get it, and then Hank doesn't get the lottery ball. But I know this day I would guess
Yeah, it's
17. It'd be 24,
Yeah,
and then I'm.
it's getting tense. Once you get up to 50, it's nerve wracking. But good pod today. Shout out to Keelan.
Yeah.
Good dude.
Good interview.
Seems like he's gonna be a stud.
Yeah.
Excited to watch him. We got anything else?
Husker baseball sucks.
Yeah.
See, they lost to Creighton tonight.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
resumed game.
They
lost.
resumed the game, tied 4-4.
No, they were up 5-4.
Yeah.
No, it was tied.
They
4-4.
scored right away. They had the bases
We
loaded.
started with bases loaded, nobody
That's
out.
right, and we only
in the
scored
7th
one.
inning and still couldn't beat them.
Oh,
Lost 6-5.
some are saying the curse of the boys sound bad.
Yeah, holy
Ever
cow.
since we had Bryce
Yeah.
on, they
So
The boys
maybe
were
we need
hot,
a-
and we talked to them, and
Maybe we
Yeah.
need another Husker
Yeesh.
baseball player on
to reverse the curse.
to reverse it.
I don't know if anyone's coming on now. how it's
I
gone.
mean, the only other
Yeah.
one would be Max Anderson.
Yeah, we'll
Or
see.
we just get whoever we can. We got to fix the curse.
Yeah, we got to do something.
Coach
There's got to be
Bolt.
somebody.
Bolt, we could give him some tips.
Chris, good.
Fire
We
the
got to
pitching
squeeze out more than one run with bases loaded, no outs.
Yeah.
coach. Yeah.
You've got all week to prepare for it too.
Maybe nobody's thinking. Just drop one down on the third baseline.
A bunt?
Not with bases loaded. Force play at
Maybe.
home.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, they're not thinking that though.
I don't know about that one, Coach.
That's
Oh,
It's better
well.
than what we did.
Oh well, we're a football school now.
Here we are. Yep. So are you buying in?
Basketball
Nope.
school.
Basketball, I'll buy into. It takes nothing for me.
Basketball
to do that.
roster is taking form.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Breidenbach's
the same-
gone.
It's the same story as football.
Yeah.
and
Exact
you're
same thing.
Oh,
Just
I'm all in on
See,
Husker basketball.
You can't do that.
We're going to
you
the turn.
can't
We're going to
do
go to
that.
Sweet 16 next year.
you can't say that. No, I hate that.
All
Yeah.
in.
We're going to stop the pod right now.
Yeah,
This
Oh,
is
yeah.
the Boys Down Bad podcast. I'm Dylan.
Peters.
Trev.
I'm Chris.
Have yourselves a top 10 weekend.